Hello, students. I hope you all are fine and you have understood the causes that led to the French Revolution and the circumstances in which this revolution was started. Students, you saw that privileges were abolished by an order passed by National Assembly on 4th August 1789. Now, all the three states had to pay taxes, which was beneficial for the falling French economy. This was a great positive change in France. Now let's see how France became a constitutional monarchy. Students, you know, monarchy is a form of government in which king is the head of the state. In constitutional monarchy, the head of the state will be a king, but he will be subjected to the constitution. Means the powers of the king will be limited by the constitution. Students, at present, we have an example of constitutional monarchy in UK, where the head of the state is the queen, but her powers are limited by the constitution. You know, after the French Revolution, the king recognized the National Assembly and also accepted the constitution made by it. The National Assembly completed the draft of constitution in 1791. It took nearly 2 years to complete its final draft. As you know, the Constitution of India also took 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days to complete its final draft. Students, the main motive of National Assembly was to limit the powers of the king. They wanted to decentralize the powers, means they did not want to concentrate the powers in hands of one person. So, they separated the powers and assigned to different institutions like the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Students, can you tell me the name of that philosopher who proposed this type of separation of powers? Yes, he was Montesquieu. Now, the France became a constitutional monarchy. Let's understand how this new political system worked with the help of the figure given in your book. There were three institutions working in France. These institutions were the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature. There were judges in judiciary who were directly elected by the voters. There were king and some other ministers in the executive. They were controlled by the legislature. Students, there was a negative point of Constitution of 1791 that voting right was not based on equality. The citizens were discriminated as active citizens and passive citizens. Who were active citizens and passive citizens? Students, active citizens were those citizens who had voting rights. Which people got voting rights in France? Those people, those men who were above 25 years of age, who paid taxes equal to 3 days wage of a labor. Means वो men जो 25 ईयर या उससे बड़े थे और जो टैक्स पेयर थे, और कितना टैक्स पे करते थे, एक लेबरर के 3 दिन की वेजेस के बराबर जो टैक्स पे करते थे, उन लोगों को पैसिव सिटीजन्स कंसीडर किया गया और उनको वोटिंग राइट्स दिए गए. मीन्स the wealthier persons got the voting rights according to new constitution. Out of 28 million people, about 4 million people got the voting rights. On other hand, passive citizens did not have right to vote, who were considered as passive